Well, before having everything back in the case, you saw the tape, it's working. You see what I found when I'm playing a tape and I have, let's call it a maximum volume or something, and you know, the high frequencies up in the tone control section, I have this crazy hiss. So this is related to the capstan motor. And now let me show you. If I'm taking, or in fact, you see, this is the capstan motor here, and these are the wires from the speed control unit going to the motor. Alright? Of course there is no tape there, we're just playing in blind, and it's gone. Okay, let's go back. From the schematic, let me show you. This is the motor, the capstan motor, driven by this transistor, but there is nothing protecting against little sparks, you know, mini sparks or whatever. But this is a very clear noise related to the motor and to the speed. And I recall the models I had working before, they had always a kind of filter, coil of some sort in series with a capacitor in parallel with the motor and things like this. On the oscilloscope, some spikes. Like here, you see those spikes. Okay, I'm gonna have a capacitor. Probably I'm gonna use 10 micro, 25 volts, or maybe I should try a non-polarized one. Okay, better. Let me have this in parallel with the motor. Magic. It's gone. Okay. So this is the solution. Having a capacitor in parallel with the motor, that will take out all the oscillation. Well, I'm not happy with this one. Okay, I'm gonna use an electrolytic. That not because it's better, but because it's somehow isolated, and I can be sure that nothing is that. This is minus, and there we go. The capacitor is in place. All the wires are back as they should be. Let's power on and listen to the noise. Oh, let me put it up. I still have, it's still something there. Still not enough. What about a coil? Plenty of coils here. Let's take a look. 220 6R8. Let's see. What do we have around here? So, 6R8. Let's see what we got here. 6.6 microhenry. Okay. What about the resistance? Oh, perfect. Okay. 106. I think this is the best. Okay. Let me take this out because I want to have the coil first. We can put the power on. You hear the hiss? This is the normal hiss. And motor on. Not good. Even worse with a coil in series. It's accentuating the noise, in fact. But I can tell you that it's a huge difference with a capacitor in parallel. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly if it will be a fixed one or an electrolytic one. This is a fixed. I'm trying to plant it on, or at least to test it. I already have that electrolytic on, so it doesn't make any difference. I'll stay with electrolytic in parallel. But you can already feel that the noise is much better. That hiss, it's normal for the high amplification, it's maximum volume, and as soon as the mechanic and everything will be in the case, there are a lot of aluminum foils around, shielding the case itself. It's okay. What are these contacts doing? This one and this one. Interesting. Okay. Let me find out. It's attached, or in fact it's touched by those tension arms. Those two black tension arms, they are keeping the tape under tension when it's fast forwarding or rewind the tape. I'll take them out and clean it. Let's check this. Now we should have a very clear beeping sound. Oh, they're fine. But a little bit more of cleaning doesn't hurt anyone. Okay, I think that's good. So yes, it's very clear. Those switches are just adding or subtracting voltages to the motors when the tape is running left or right, rewind or fast forward. Yeah, it's very clear. People, that's it for today. I hope it's useful, and like always, don't forget, subscribe to my channel, push the like button. Thanks to my sponsors, and till the next one, don't forget, have fun. See you. Bye bye.